Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Ben Gertner. I work at Full Circle, and I knew Grant before I started working at Full Circle. I met him once at a show at Total Drag, where I played, and he was the only one to come up to me after the show and like congratulate me and and say what a good job I did. And it was really nice, and so I remembered him for a few years, and then I met him. He told me that he had a project. It was under it was a Kissing Cousins one, and that one was it was great. I checked it out. I thought it was pretty wild. I was one of his few followers on Instagram. I know for that project, and I met him a few years later again when I started working at the bookstore. He had already been coming in, and and here I had to remind him, but he remembered who I was from the time. But
You remember me. You remember me.
Yeah. No, he was great, and he was here all the time. He was one of the regular guys, and so I got to know him a bit better. And he had been he just made so much music. It was always just I was always surprised. He didn't really tell a lot of people about it, unless you asked him. So I found out that he was going under Peeler City, and that was his current project, and I was always really impressed at how much he just would make and just not even think twice about it,
Sure. Sure.
But yeah.
What is it that you could say in detail that you were left with by him?
I thought that I knew him as kind, but also wouldn't he didn't really put up with a lot of things that he didn't like either, I guess.
Yep. No, he's very open about what he didn't like.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was really kind, and I don't pretend to know him as well as a lot of other people here did, but I was struck by how he would always be quick to compliment and quick to talk to somebody. He wouldn't really blow people off, I don't think. But yeah, I was always, if he was at the bar, I knew that it was going to be I don't know, that everything would be okay. He'd watch out for people, and he was a great guy. I don't pretend to know him as well as a lot of these people, but I always had great memories.
With what you're left with is just as important, I think.
Yeah.
If you could say anything to him, what would you leave him with? What would you leave him with?
I guess today before the memorial, I was looking. He had messaged me on Facebook. I want to say maybe a month before he passed, and he had said once the summer came, we would start working on music together, and that was always a fun. That was a fun idea, and then unfortunately, that didn't get to happen. So I guess if I could say anything, I'd say that I wish, wouldn't have put it off till the summer, and we would have been able to do something like that. But I guess I'd say that, I knew that there are a lot of people that had good memories with him and really enjoyed his company. So